Well, it's very much a two-speed recovery, I think, as you're emphasising there. The production bounce back was very sort of vigorous, and we're almost getting back to normal now. The issue is obviously the global recession, which is causing sort of headwinds for Chinese exporters. But if you look at the consumer, which is potentially much more interesting, there you've got different behaviour. So if you look at car sales in China, they've rebounded very vigorously. But if you actually look at things that involve social interaction, restaurants, and other activities such as theatres, cinemas, etc., then the trend has been more cautious, which reflects, I think, residual anxiety about COVID rather than an ability to spend in the Chinese case, because I think we will see further policy stimulus as has been quite widely signalled last week.
That kind of picture that you're painting, the different sides to the Chinese consumer recovery, seems to me like it bodes well for European companies. What do you make of European markets at the moment, what they're pricing in, and whether you think that this is a good time for investors to be looking at European markets?
So I think there's some positive news in terms of Europe, and there I'm more referring to continental Europe rather than the UK. So if you look at the trajectory of COVID in all of the major economies, then we've sort of quite clearly seen sort of a very significant downtrend. There's unlikely to be a major second outbreak in the summer compared to some other countries where we are concerned. And I think that actually is positive for the European story. It will see confidence rebuild. And I think also you do have policy action coming through. You've got the ECB bond buying, and where they've only used 120 billion out of 750 billion. But we think by the July meeting, they'll top that up with an extra 250 billion, and then they'll do another 250 billion in December. You've got continued progress, and I think in the June 19th EU summit, we'll see an in-principle agreement to push forward with the plan for 750 billion stimulus package 2021 to 2024. So that all helps, and European equities have lagged somewhat, but I think the sweet spot is more German equities, which can benefit not only from the Asian recovery but also the European recovery, whereas Italy and Spain will still have a transition because tourism is such an important part of their economies, and so those inevitably will lag.